Assalamu alaikum. So last week I was talking about Coursera and why I thought it was a good buy, and over the past week it's been falling in price. Is it going to continue to fall in the short term or not? I certainly don't know. So what should I do? Should I sell or should I buy more? How should one deal with a falling stock? Now, I've mentioned on this channel before how I think Surat al-Asr is perhaps the best formula for successful investing that's ever been. Buy time. All people are at loss except those who believe, do good deeds, remind each other to hold on to the truth, and remind each other to hold on to patience. The part of this surah that I want to focus on is reminding one another to hold on to the truth. Price is often not the truth of the matter when it comes to investing. Value is. So when the price of a stock falls, the question to ask yourself is, what did I believe to be true about this stock when I bought it? And has this belief changed? Has new information been revealed that makes my previous line of thinking obsolete? Did something new about the company or its competitors or the industry that the company belongs to come to light that should make me change my mind? Are the fundamentals as good or better than they were when I made my decision to buy the stock? In the case of Coursera, my reasoning was actually documented with a video, and it was the following. So to summarize, today, virtually all useful knowledge exists somewhere on the internet. So it makes perfect sense for an online marketplace for learning to emerge. There probably won't just be one company in the space, but as the first major mover in the space of creating an online learning platform, I think Coursera is well positioned to become a leader with an addressable market that is in the hundreds of billions of dollars globally. So has any of this changed since a week ago? I think the answer is no. What I believed to be true a week ago is still what I believe to be true today. So I must remind myself to hold on to the truth. If we examine possible reasons why Coursera fell, it may be just a function of the entire market on average doing poorly during this period of time and not be related specifically to Coursera the company. Since the reasons for liking Coursera stock haven't changed since a week ago, if anything, the stock just became more attractive now that its price is lower. I'm certainly not going to sell just because the price is down. In order to actually check if your thesis for buying a company has changed or not, it helps to have this thesis documented in some way. So whether it's a short voice recording or a 3 or 4 sentence justification, make sure you document your reasoning when you're making buy and sell decisions. If you haven't been doing this already, go through your portfolio positions and write a short 3 or 4 sentence justification for why you hold each position in your portfolio. If you can't justify a particular position in a short and simple way that you can explain to a 10-year-old, then you may want to consider exiting that position. I bought Upwork stock, ticker symbol UPWK, last year when it was trading for just $15 a share. When I bought Upwork, its price had been performing rather poorly, having lost about 25% of its value since it IPO'd. My justification at the time for buying Upwork stock was the following. Remote work is becoming undeniably more mainstream, and I don't think that genie is going back in the bottle anytime soon. And Upwork is in a great position to benefit from this trend. So they're the right business at the right time. In terms of Upwork's moat, I think that Upwork is benefiting immensely from the network effect. And what I mean by this is that because they are the biggest marketplace for freelancers and customers that are looking for freelance work, if you're a freelancer or a customer, the first place you're going to think about going is Upwork, because the chances of finding what you're looking for are the highest on their platform. And this dynamic makes their network increase in strength over time. This is a very simple and easy to understand justification focused on the fundamentals of the business and the industry, which ended up tripling my money. In just 1 year, the price of a share of Upwork went from $15 per share to $45 per share. And now, just because I think the justification for investing in a company needs to be simple and easy to understand, doesn't mean your understanding of said company and the numbers behind its business shouldn't be very deep and detailed. If you borrowed your justification from a friend or a talking head on some news channel without actually doing any research and understanding the business for yourself, you're probably not going to be able to defend your thesis when it gets challenged either by the price going south on you or a bunch of talking heads on TV trashing the company, and usually both things come together. That is, when a stock underperforms, the analysts start to come out of the woodwork to pile on and bash the company and claim that they've been saying that this is going to happen all along. If someone else's analysis made you buy a stock, it's usually someone else's analysis that makes you sell it too, and more often than not, that someone else doesn't know what they're talking about. You should not make buy and sell decisions about companies without knowing the company's inside and out. A good test of your conviction in a stock is to ask yourself, if the stock dropped 20% tomorrow, would I buy more? If the answer isn't yes, then that's typically a warning sign that you don't understand the business as well as you should. If you like a stock at price X and you understand the business of this company, you should like it more when its price is 80% of X. That said, I think it would be a bad decision to buy a stock only because its price is down. People often think, well, it's already gone down so much, how much lower can it go? One of my favorite investors of all time is Peter Lynch. He averaged 30% returns annually while managing the Magellan Fund between 1979 and 1990. My dad used to listen to the audio version of his book, One Up on Wall Street, when I was a kid, and this book really contributed to growing my interest in investing. Peter Lynch had the following observation to make about buying a stock for the sole reason that its price has gone down.
I've had people call me up saying, I'm thinking of buying this stock at 3, how much can I lose? Well, again, you may need a piece of paper for this, but if you put if you put $20,000 in a stock at 50, or your neighbor put $20,000 at 50 into the stock, and you put $20,000 in at 3, and it goes to 0, you lose exactly the same amount of money, everything. And people say it's 3, how much can I lose? Well, if you put $1 million on it, you can lose $1 million. Just the fact that stock, this may be a reason to research a stock. The fact that stock is 3 down from 100 doesn't mean you should buy it. And in fact, short sellers, people that really make money in stocks, they don't short Walmart, they don't short Home Depot, they don't short the great companies, Johnson & Johnson. They short stocks down from 80 to 7. They'd like to short it at 16 or 22, but they figured out at 7 that this company is going to go to 0. They just haven't blown taps on this thing yet. It's going to 0. And they're selling it short at 7, they're selling it short at 6, at 5, at 4, at 3, at 2, at 1 1/4. And you know to sell something short, you need a buyer. Somebody has to buy the damn thing. And you wonder, who's buying this thing? It's these people saying it's 3, how much lower can it go? You know,
So I hope this discussion has made you better equipped to deal with a falling stock price and make the right decision. And by the way, if you're not qualified or in the mood or have the time to do the analysis that's necessary on the stocks in your portfolio, then consider giving your money to someone else to manage it for you. You don't have to manage your stock positions yourself. If you'd like to see my crypto portfolio and support the channel, consider becoming a member on our Buy Me a Coffee page. Link to that is in the description. Subscribe and leave a like to let the YouTube algorithm know that we're producing good content on this channel so they can promote our content more. Until next time, make sure to take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum and peace be upon you all.